Alright, so in this video, I'm going to solve the equation a to the power of 3 minus b to the power of 3 is equal to 61. So, using this equation, I actually want to find the value of a plus b. So, to solve this, I'm going to first use the formula x to the power of 3 minus y to the power of 3 is equal to x minus y times x squared plus xy plus y squared. So in this case, a is x is a, and y is b. So I can write this as a minus b times a squared plus ab plus b squared. And this is equal to 61. Now, I'm going to write out the multiples of 61. Or sorry, the factors, I should say. So 61 is the same thing as 1 times 61. And it's also the same thing as 61 times 1. So what we're going to do is rewrite this as a minus b times a squared plus ab plus b squared is equal to 1 times 61. And in this case, we can give the value of a minus b to 1 and a squared plus ab plus b squared to 61 because a squared plus ab plus b squared is greater than a minus b. So now we know that a minus b is 1 and a squared plus ab plus b squared is equal to 61. So now with this knowledge, I'm going to use a minus b equals 1 to get a is equal to 1 plus b. And I'm going to plug this in to this equation. So I get 1 plus b squared plus 1 plus b times b plus b squared is equal to 61. Now I get 1 plus 2b plus b squared plus b plus b squared plus b squared is equal to 61. So now that I expanded this, I'm going to combine like terms. So we first look at the highest factor, which is b squared, or the factor of 2, or sorry, the power of 2. And we're going to add these two. So b squared plus b squared is 2b squared. And then now that we're done with these, we have, there is actually another b squared right here. So b squared plus b squared plus b squared is 3b squared. And then now that we're done with these, we look at just our b's. So we have 2b plus b, which is 3b. And then finally we have plus 1 at the end. So I get 3b squared plus 3b plus 1 is equal to 61. Now from here, I'm going to subtract 61 on both sides. So I get 3b squared plus 3b minus 60. 1 minus 61 is negative 60, is equal to 0. Now from here, notice how all of these terms are a multiple of 3. So I'm going to factor out 3 from this. So I get 3 times 3b squared divided by 3 is b squared. 3b divided by 3 is b. And negative 60 divided by 3 is negative 20. And now we can just get rid of this 3 by dividing both sides by 3. So now I get b squared plus b minus 20 is equal to 0. Now I'm actually going to expand this plus b to 5b minus 4b. And now the reason I'm doing this is so I can factor by grouping. So we can group b squared and 5b, and we can also group negative 4b and negative 20. So now from b squared plus 5b, the greatest common factor is b. So I get b times b plus 5. And from negative 4b minus 20, the greatest common factor is negative 4. So I get negative 4 times b plus 5. Now from here, notice how both of these terms have b plus 5 in them. So I can factor out b plus 5, and I get b plus 5 times b minus 4 is equal to 0. So now that we got this, we can separate this into two different equations. So I have b plus 5 is equal to 0, which is one equation, and b minus 4 equals 0. And these are both simple equations. So for b plus 5 equals 0, all I have to do is subtract 5 on both sides, and I get b is equal to negative 5. So this is one solution of b. And for b minus 4 equals 0, all I have to do is add 4 on both sides. So I get b is equal to 4. And this is another solution of b. So now going back, we know that a is equal to 1 plus b. So if we know that a is equal to 1 plus b, and we know the value of b, which we got, then we can easily find a. So in this case, b is negative 5. So I get a is equal to 1 minus 5, meaning a equals negative 4. So a plus b would equal negative 5 plus negative 4, which is equal to negative 9. And now in this case, b is equal to just positive 4. So I get a is equal to 1 plus 4. And a is equal to 5. So a plus b would equal to 5 plus 4, which is 9, positive 9. Now, what we're finally going to do is use this formula and plug these values in. So our first solution, which was negative 4 comma negative 5, if we plug this in, well, a negative number minus a negative number isn't going to be a positive number. Or sorry, a negative number, let's actually try this. We have negative 4 to the power of 3 minus negative 5 to the power of 3 is equal to 61. Negative 4 to the power of 3 is negative 64. Negative 5 to the power of 3 is negative 125. So I get negative 64 minus negative 125, which is equal to 125 minus 64, which is equal to 61. So I get 61 equals 61, and this is right. So our first solution is right. And then we have 5 comma 4. So this is actually the same exact thing, because 5 to the power of 3 is 125. So I get 125 minus 4 to the power of 3, which is 64. So I get 125 minus 64, which is again 61. So both of those solutions work.